Alright, let's fucking do it. Sketchbook Tour number 4, bitch. I couldn't actually find the official sketchbook number 4. So this is the very first realistic drawing, oh god, realistic portrait book, I guess. Half a book, not even. Of realism shit. So let's see how horrible I was, and let's dive into this bad bitch. Alright, here we go. Also, if you don't like this angle, I don't care, because it took me bloody forever to set up the bloody for my phone. So here we go. This was Luke Hemmings back in my 5 Seconds of Summer era. Wow, I am not there. I am not altogether there today. So this is, wow. I have not seen many of these drawings for many a time. Again, this is just, I liked this at the time. Why did I like this? There's like, it's been years. It's been, when was this done? This was done in 2018. So this was done same, was it same year as my last sketchbook tour? It might have been, but around the same time, I guess. And so it's been, Jesus, it's been like coming up to 7 years now. Now it's bloody 2025. Where did the time go? No shading. This is all just color. What is that? What is this? What is this?
What are this?
I liked this at the time. I thought, wow, this really looks like him. It does not look like him. It looks like a sad Peter Pan, which is not what I was going for. But there is no shading. There's no gradient. Where is the dark shadows? Where is it? Like for contrast, look at a drawing of the same actor that I've done more recently. Like, that looks like the actor. What is this? What is this? What are you? What is this? This was not too bad for the time. Again, I've recently redrawn this, more proportionate than what it was back then. And the hair, oh god, the hair. I've always hated hair. That is my big art secret. I hate bloody doing hair. I wish I could just draw people all bald and no facial hair either. Yeah, just, I hated it. I hated the eyebrows, hated the hair, hated all of it. Not at the time. Face is still good. This is when I started, I think, she says, looking at the next page, when I tried to do some more heavy shadows, but as you can probably tell, it's still really light. Like, that's like the darkest shadows on his face, pretty much. A bit on the nose and stuff. It's like, that's, like, you can tell who it's meant to be, but it's just not good. Oh god. This does not look like the actor. And I knew it at the time. I wrote fail. Even at the time, I knew that this was horrible. I'm getting better with the shading. I mean, this does not look like who it was supposed to look like, which was Tom Hiddleston. But at least in this book, you can kind of tell that, like, I went from being scared of light, like of just shading the face and going too dark, and I was slowly building up and getting darker, which now I just go all out. Like, I would take a full-on, just the darkest, you know, lead pencil to the page right after, like, gridding it up and, you know, doing the line art of the details and stuff. Like, I would do that right now, rather than, you know, just going from a tiny little soft lead pencil and doing this tiny shading. Nah, I just go all in now. If you fuck it, then you fuck it. This wasn't too bad. I don't think I've done a single bad Johnny Depp drawing. Like, I think he's just oddly good to draw. He's got a good face. All his, you know, when drawing realism, you want a reference image that's going to have good contrast. You want really, really dark darks and really, really light lights to show off the drawing. Otherwise, it's just going to look really flat like the rest of the stuff in this book. So yeah, like even this one, I really liked at the time, and I just thought that the actual and the reason the fingers look a bit weird as well is because they were blurry in the original image. So it's like you have to sort of figure them out because you can't just unblur it. So it was a high quality photo, but because he was like moving his fingers, they were blurry.
One of us must learn to play the trumpet whilst the other one goes like this.
One of my favourite Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow moments. Oh, I forgot I drew this dude. Love, Simon? Was that the movie? Main guy in that. I think this was done right after I watched the movie for the first time. I later drew Keenan Lonsdale, who was basically, I'm not gonna give it away. If you haven't seen it, go fucking watch it. And I met him at Oz Comic Con, and I did a much better drawing of Keenan than this. But yeah, he was very shy. I wasn't expecting it, but he's a very shy sort of guy. Yeah, that was really cool. I also forgot that I drew Rihanna. I'm not a fan of the jewelry. It kind of looks like she's got like volcanic rock around her ears and neck. And the oh my god, the fucking dress or shirt or whatever she's got on, I did not know how to do. I still don't know how to do clothes. Clothes and hair are both the two things that they can really make up a person. And if you do a lot of detail, especially in the clothes, and you do all the like folds and stuff, it can come out looking really, really nice. To this day, you know, I do the face. I always start off with the eyes, move down to the nose, get the sort of triangle going. The eyebrows, the eyes, the nose, get that going. Then I do the face, I sort of go in and then out and around, and then meet at the chin, and then I do the lips last. I've always done that, and I still to this day, that's how I go about doing my faces, as you've probably seen in my latest speed drawing. And by the time you've done the face and it looks like the person, I kind of feel like, fuck it, like that already looks like the person, like do I really need to put in any more effort? So hair I still hate to do, clothes I hate to do, but I always do. Even you might say, oh, if you don't like doing the hair, or like you just sort of don't feel like it once you've done the face, why don't you do the hair first? Well, because what if you do the hair really well and the face looks like shit? Then like, what are you going to do about that then? What would you do? This one I still really like. This, I went really dark with the eyes, and I really like that. And I started to go a bit darker on like the shading on the hands and stuff. I was still a bit scared, but I really like this. I think it looks like the actual actress, which is Dove Cameron. I really like this. I might redo this specific one and just have a before and after, but if you do a really good job, because there's one of these, one of the drawings coming up in a second where it was the first time I did this drawing, but it's a drawing that I've done many times since, and it never is as good as the first one. So this, maybe I should just stop where I'm, you know, where I'm ahead. Maybe this is already quite good that I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't ruin it by trying to redraw it. But I don't know. If you watch this and you have an opinion, just let me know. Any opinion helps. Oh god. Yeah, so this was, stop bouncing. This was, I liked it at the time, but it's the same sort of thing. Like he looks bruised here. Like what the hell? I was too scared to go really deep on the shadows. Like this, I imagine at the darkest is like maybe a 3 or a 4B, and that's it. And like right now, the lightest you would catch me drawing in is about a 3 or a 4B. I do the line art with something lighter than that, but yeah, no, this is too light, and it looks a bit weird. Like they all might look like they have really weird jaws because of just the angle that the book is at, but I promise if it was like angled properly to the camera, it would look a bit better. It's a bit hard to with the table there, but it would look a bit better. But yeah, he kind of looks like he's pouting a bit, like he's a bit like attitude adjustment. This one I also still really like. I finally went dark with the bloody hair because like he's got dark hair anyway. It's a bit like if you don't go dark with his hair, then you're not doing him justice. Went a bit darker on like the neck shading and the clothes. I'm not even going to talk about. That's just horrible. I did redraw this. Let me get out the other one. Okay, so I tell a lie. It was the same time, like same photo shoot thing, but a different pose. So this one, you can tell it's just a lot better quality. Clothes are still something to be desired, but compared to that shit, it's leagues better. Face shaded a lot better. Hair more detailed, actually has hair strands instead of whatever conglomerate that mess is. But yeah, for six and a half years ago, I'd say that wasn't too bad. That was probably one of my better pieces. I was probably very, very proud of this at the time. The clothes I'm not even going to talk about, but yeah, pretty good. Again, light on the shading. This was Wonder and Vision. I did like that I actually did the details of like his skin where it's all bumpy and stuff. I guess I like the eye. I think it looks reflective. More her eye looks more lifelike than his does. His looks very maybe comic booky, not realistic, and comic booky is not my style. But yeah, she could have had darker shading again. That's gonna just be a theme throughout this book, and I've only got like a couple of pages left because it's like I said, it's only like a quarter done, and I'm not coming back to it. This book is done, but done in the terms that I'm emotionally and physically done with it, but the pages are not filled. This one, I don't think I've drawn Nina for a good long time. It's pretty alright. I don't mind it. Again, same sort of stuff. The hair is shocking. The clothes is just like a rag that she's wearing because I hated putting detail into that. I still do. You can probably tell through all of these that the most effort is put into the eyes, nose, because again, it's that happy triangle. I call it happy triangle. And then you go out and around, and then the lips are last. And even the lips, by the time I get to them, depending on the drawing, I'm a bit like, eh. Yeah, no, I still think this is pretty good. A lot of these from before, like, you know, just images of the celebrities that I liked, not necessarily photo shoot images and high contrast images. So if I can find it, it would be nice to redraw that. This one, I've been meaning to draw Ashton Owen again. Again, this was high in my 5 seconds of summer fandom time, whatever. I haven't really kept up with them for basically since this time. I will say I'm happier with the hair in this. It's not fantastic, but at least there's variety. There's highlights in there. There's, you know, from this, if I cover this bit up, it looks pretty good. You've got highlights in there, you've got strandy bits, you've got bits flying everywhere. It looks more like hair, and then I take this off and it's just, and I thought this was pretty good. I remember liking, because I remember trying to get a better quality image of it, but I just liked the way that he looked in this image. Oh god. So this is supposed to be Cara Delevingne. The hair, I will say, is a lot better than the previous stuff in this book. And she didn't really have, or you couldn't really see the clothes, so that was a bonus. But the face, oh my god, does she not look like if Handsome Squidward was realistic? Looks, the something about the mouth to jaw ratio, it's like boom, there's the jaw and tiny little mouth. I think I just made handsome Squidward into a woman and made her realistic. Sleep paralysis demon, anyone? Justin Bieber. He needs no introduction. Everyone knows the Biebs. I thought he was really good to draw. At the time I remember thinking, oh, he's got such an easy face to draw. And then I realized, hang on, I know a celebrity that's like kind of looks like Justin Bieber, but like an older, more attractive looking version. I will draw Paul Wesley. Yep. Oh, I forgot this was in this book. This actually makes me sad now. Nothing bad to say about this piece. Is sadly no longer with us. I don't think I've drawn Liam Payne since this drawing. I was a huge One Direction fan back in the day. I went to go see them live and everything. And this was prior to Zayn leaving. So this was like back when they were, you know, all together. And yeah, I won't lie that the news of his passing made me sad. Like this was definitely a time when I fancied them. This was, now looking at this, it makes me sad, so I'm not going to speak too long on it. It's a good piece. I like it. Nothing against it. Nothing against him. I think he's a great guy. Yeah, R.I.P. Liam. May you rest in peace, mate. And I think this is the final book. No, not the final book. Wow, I can't bloody speak. 2 more pieces and then that's the end of this book. This is the one that I was talking about where I have done this same drawing several times. In fact, it might be in my other book. And each time it is not as good as this one. Again, there is stuff to improve on. This is definitely not a perfect picture. But compared to this, like I went way too dark on the face. So I went from being way too light to being way too dark. The bandana is better and higher quality. So is the clothes. I just think that this one is more in keeping than this one. Like the cross was darker. The face is better there. It's just lighter and more airy. Way too dark here. It's like a completely different person. The eyes don't stand out here at all. They stand out there, don't stand out there. Because the skin around I have like made so much darker than the original. I like the original better. The skills in the more recent one, it had a better way of doing it. The bandana was better, the clothes were better. I just went way too dark on the face. And you might say like, oh, why not rub it out and do it again? That takes effort, and I'm not an effort person. I throw away things that cause me effort. So, and the final one for this monstrosity book is frickin' Demi Lovato. This was done in bloody charcoal that is still getting all over me, even after all these years. That was the biggest fucking mistake ever. There's that we're not even going to talk about. That there's no shading in even white clothes. There'll be shading. Where is the shading here?
Where is she?
And what the fuck is this shading? Like, she looks like she smelled a bad smell. Like, what is the nose? No, she hasn't smelled a bad smell. She's been punched in the face, broken her nose, and now she's on the brink of tears. And that is that for, I guess, Sketchbook Tour number 4. That's not really number 4 because I can't find Sketchbook number 4, so this is just technically a bunch of shit. And now I'm a realism drawer with fucking charcoal on my hands. So, thank you for watching if you stayed through all of this. I'm going to try and get a bit better on actually uploading and whatnot, doing more speed drawings. Another sketchbook tour. I've got number 5 out ready to record, so I don't know if I will be bothered to I might do that on Monday, I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Bye.